Welcome to the Foxborough High School Gymnasium. It's Friday, January the 4th, 2008 would be the change of date. We're here for the Hockomock League matchup between the Foxborough Lady Warriors and the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. This is Mark Stopa along with Bob Blakely. We'll bring you the action tonight. Right now they're introducing the players. North Attleboro just finished theirs, and now the Foxborough players will be getting introduced, so let's stand by and watch that. Kristen Hoffman, number 10. Leah Tacey getting her first start as a varsity player. Freshman players played exceptionally well over the last few games. Sam Briggs, junior. Abby Morrissey, a sophomore. And senior captain, co-captain Tara Greeley. The other co-captain being Jessica Heinricher. And there'll be a break in the action when we do the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, both teams come into this match tonight with 3-3 records, both 2-2 in the Hockomock and 3-3 overall. Foxborough played fairly well in the second game of the Dedham tournament, but did not have a good showing the other night against Franklin. Franklin being a very good basketball team, but even so, we did not have a good effort, and I think that's showing with the coaches changing up the starting lineup for tonight's game.
Agree, Mark. Foxborough's played this two home games. Their first home game against Canton looked very strong.
Yes.
Came out, played a very good game, and then struggled against Franklin on Tuesday against a very good team. North Attleboro in their last two games, they beat Mansfield quite handily, by 25 points, 59-34. But then surprisingly, I think, lost to Canton on Tuesday, 54-49. Yeah, so anything can happen here.
Yeah, that's an interesting result. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I think a good, solid effort, and that's called for.
Yes.
They need that.
Yeah.
They need to feel good about what they're bringing on the floor. So Leah Tacey's got the tip-off. Again, her first start on varsity, and I believe this is probably Abby Morrissey's first start as well.
Yeah.
So congratulations to both of them. That's an exciting happening.
A freshman and a sophomore.
Yep. And there's the tip. Foxborough's got the ball, and away we go. Terry Greeley with the ball up top, over to Kristen Hoffman. North Attleboro setting up at a man defense. Foxborough moving the ball to try to find an opportunity to look inside. We know that they play some of their best offense when they look the ball inside and kick it back out for their shots. They're using up this shot clock. Leah Tacey makes a nice move to the hoop. Strong left hand to the hoop. She's a left-hander, but a strong left hand to the hoop. Rolls off, but she's fouled in the act, and she'll go to the line for two. I think that's good for her to get that ball and make that first drive to the hoop, shake off some of the nervousness. First one's good. And now for her second. Also good. Ball over to North Attleboro, and that's it. They pass the ball in and then pass it back out again. You got to be careful when you do that. Ball over to Foxborough. Under their own basket. And it gets in. Looking to dish it inside. Attempted lob pass to Sam Briggs, just a little long. She couldn't handle that. Ball over to North Attleboro. They bring it up. Foxborough playing real good, solid defense there. Tara Greeley almost with the steal, but
she
it
did force the turnover.
Yep, forced a turnover, kicked it out by North Attleboro. Ball over to Foxborough.
Good defensive showing that first time down the floor, Mark.
Yep, like to see that. That's
aggressive man-to-man defense.
I am aware that the coach emphasized more than a little bit defense this last couple of days in practice. A lot of good things happen if you play solid defense. They look to be in real good position with the ball. North Attleboro's got to keep the ball outside. They're taking away that. Oh, there's a play into the block, but she's not able to do anything with it. Kicked out for the three. That's off the back end.
Okay.
Ball off of Foxborough, and the loose ball goes over to North Attleboro. Foxborough's doing a pretty good job keeping that ball turned outside. I think if we play in your face kind of defense and challenge every shot, we can have an impact. Another shot, three-pointer from the top of the key. A little zone trap here. And Foxborough breaks it. Probably a little more effort to break that than they wanted, but it worked. Ball into the post. Sam Briggs, head fake. Shot hard off the backboard. Comes loose ball. Players all over the floor, but North Attleboro comes up with it. First few minutes of every game is more of a filling out process than anything else. Who's got what? What kind of shots are they going to get? What are they going to hit? North Attleboro misses a wide open jumper from the middle of the lane. Foxborough with the defensive rebound pushes the ball up the floor. Sam Briggs drives right side.
Very nice.
Nice drive to the hoop. That's a good start for Sam. That'll.
You know, Foxborough seems to have a height advantage, and it looks like they're trying to go right down low. Every time down the floor so far, they've gone inside.
No reason not to do that. You got to play your advantages. That was a nice move by the North Attleboro player, but well defended by Leah Tacey, who picks up the loose ball. And Foxborough pushes the ball up the floor, left to the Abby Morrissey. Drives across the top, looking inside. Tara Greeley looked to be flashed open there for a moment, but that didn't work. Back up top. No. I think North Attleboro is going to start to pack it in a little bit. A little runner by Tara Greeley, doesn't go. Rebound over to North Attleboro. They look to push hard up the floor. Errant pass, and the North Attleboro player stops in the out of bounds. And ball over to Foxborough.
First substitutes for North Attleboro.
And we have number 24, Nicole Maddie's in the game. Did you see who else came in?
Yeah, number 25.
Number 25, Amanda Beaupre. Oh, they look to get the ball to Leah Tacey in that right low block, but the pass was a little long. Goes out of bounds. Ball over to North Attleboro. Foxborough staying with it, starting 5 to this point. We're about halfway through the first quarter. Again, doing a nice job turning North Attleboro out. Abby Marcy gets called with a little hand check there. Early in the game, you get a feel for what the referees are going to call and what they're not going to call. That was a little touch kind of a foul. I'm a little surprised that they called that.
Yeah. But well, Foxborough's come out here defensively, man-to-man. You know, they struggled on Tuesday. Franklin, very good at off the dribble, penetrating, and scored a lot of points just too easily.
Well, they could take it in. Every one of the Franklin players showed that they could take it inside, and when you tried to take away the inside, they had the ability to hit from the outside. And we were a little slow reacting to some of those outside shots, so that can be a problem. And once you get behind, then you end up being confused as to which to shut off, and then you shut off nothing. And then the game gets out of hand. The first substitution for Foxborough, it was Rahima Struble came in for Leah Tacey. And there seems to be some confusion at the scorer's table. Our score is 4-3. Foxborough enjoying a 1-point lead. Not exactly sure, but it looks like the North Attleboro coach is got an issue of some sort that he's advancing. I don't know if it relates to the game roster or what.
Well, everybody that's on the floor from North Attleboro right now is on our roster.
Yep.
So.
That's what it would. What a lot of people don't understand, not having been there, is that you have to submit to the scores table your official roster, and that's usually somebody on the staff writing the names and the numbers in the book. Every once in a while, because life gets in the way, somebody will forget to write somebody into the book when they hit the floor. That's a problem.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's what's happened here.
I know it's happened to me once before. I'll never forget it.
Absolutely. When you least expect it, you get those little surprises. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on here. But while we have this lull in the action here, let's make our first thanks to all the Cable 8 volunteers that make this possible. I know the girls and the parents of the players really appreciate having the opportunity to see the girls' games on television. And the girls are always excited to play on television. And our staff tonight, we have our director is Mike Everson, our producer is Doug Briggs. I think he's also doing audio. Replay is Ray McKenna. Graphics is Frank McDowell. On camera tonight we have Matt Shea, Amanda Wolf, Everett Tripp, and Scott Daniels. Special thanks to all of them for all their hard work getting this set up. It takes literally hours to get the gymnasium set up so that we can have this coverage, and we appreciate their effort.
Yeah, we haven't
very much.
We haven't talked about it, Mark. Third game into the season, but you can't forget the run that Foxborough made last year and how Cable followed Foxborough on the road down to Bishop Stang, and then over to Mansfield for, I believe, was that a semifinal?
Yes, yeah, that was an incredible effort by them. Obviously, a technical. I suspect what we have here is somebody wasn't in the book. It was recognized. Technical foul was called, and Tara Greeley is taking the shots. It would appear from what I'm hearing that he's got the player in his book, but somehow that information didn't get transferred over to the official book. But I'll tell you, the rule puts the obligation on the coach to make sure that the roster is proper in the official book. So someone from North Attleboro staff should have been the one putting the information in the book. Technical problem, to be sure, but it is a rule violation, and they have to call it when they see it, when they find it, and it's a technical foul. The shot, for instance, the first shot's been made here, and while he's trying to plead that that's inappropriate, it is what it is. They're not going to take the point off the board.
What the referee's telling him.
Right. They're not going to take the point off the board, and she gets to shoot the next one, and then it'll be Foxborough ball at midcourt. And here we go with Tara Greeley shooting the second of the technical foul opportunities. A little hard off the back. I think her timing got disrupted when the coach started complaining in the middle of the shooting. Be that as it may, Foxborough having the lead 5-3, and it's Foxborough ball. Long pass over, rescued by Kristen Hoffman. North Attleboro looking to extend their defense to challenge high. They try to get the ball into Rahima Struble. Unfortunately, she stayed back for that. Nicole Maddie with the layup on the left-hand side. I think with number 24 in the game, she's bringing an element of speed that the Foxborough didn't see in the first half of this quarter. Again, they tried to feed the ball into Rahima Strobel, but it looked to me like she was laying back on the block and not coming out aggressively to get the ball. And you can't do that and expect to be able to get it. You got to, just as the player did there against her, you've got to come out and go get the ball. Sam Briggs with the loose ball. Ball over to Foxborough. The game tied at 5. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. Ball left to Abby Morrissey. Getting challenged. She drives left. Dishes it back to Sam Briggs. Nicole Maddie, number 24 from North Attleboro, fouls her trying to take the ball. And
Timeout Foxborough.
Timeout Foxborough. 30-second timeout.
I'd venture to guess, Mark, that North Attleboro had some people in the stands on Tuesday night. Watching them defensively, they're very similar start to the game, Franklin.
I don't think there's any secret that
No.
we struggle some at the guard position and moving the ball and getting the ball inside. And as Franklin showed could be done, and they're a very talented team, but what they showed is that you extend your defense, challenge the ball early, and we were out of our rhythm offensively. We weren't running set plays well. We weren't being creative off of that, and clearly that's what North Attleboro is trying to do tonight. Now, the question will be, do they have the horses to be able to do that or not? And time will tell. They're certainly disrupting our play to this point. It's now going to be a game of adjustments. Can we adjust and handle that? And what do they do in response?
Right.
Long pass into Rahima Strobel, back over to the corner to Tara Greeley. Drives across to the top of the key. Swinging the ball the opposite side. Looking to swing it back. North Attleboro is hustling to try to cover. They're looking to anticipate that pass there. Ball gets tipped out by North Attleboro. Yeah, very clearly North Attleboro is going to be very aggressive, nice and high, challenge our ability to get the ball inside. A nice pass inside to Sam Briggs. Can't get it to go. Abby Morrissey gets the loose ball, and 2 points from the short right wing. Ball over to North Attleboro. Rahima Strobel, nice athletic move to steal that ball in the air.
She anticipated that pass well.
Yep. Ball over to Sam Briggs wide. Sam Briggs wide. Abby Morrissey to Kristen Hoffman. Looks to drive, weak side, but that got shut off. Abby Morrissey now looks to drive. Got a little shallow with that drive. I think had she gone directly in, she might have drawn the foul there, or at least had an opportunity to get to the hoop. Ball is intercepted by Tara Greeley on the errant pass from North Attleboro, and Foxborough with the possession. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Score 7, Foxborough 7, North Attleboro 5.
I like the way Foxborough's picked up the tempo here a little bit.
But they're looking. Oh, nice move by Rahima Strobel to get that opportunity to hoop. Unfortunately, it didn't go. And Leah Tacey comes in, and Sam Briggs goes out. Here's another look at that nice. Well, we caught the back end of the move by Rahima Strobel.
He's put that up there a little softer. Yeah,
good head and ball fake to get there, but a little softer to the board, and that goes. Foxborough is doing a pretty good job of turning away those low post plays by North Attleboro. We're going to require them to score from the outside, it appears, and if they've got the outside shots and they're able to hit them, I guess we could be in trouble. But they're not hitting like Franklin was the other night.
No.
They seem to just will the ball into the hole. Nice play to the low block, Rahima Strobel. That time too hard off the backboard. Rahima does a pretty nice job of getting the ball in position. Nice put back by Leah Tacey. Rahima gets the ball in a good position, but my observation is that at times she's in too much of a hurry to get the shot off and doesn't really get a good look at the hoop. Off the miss by North Attleboro, ball over to Foxborough. 3-point effort by Kristen Hoffman off the left side of the rim. Rebound out to North Barrow. Yep, Foxborough got back down the floor. Not getting beat down the floor tonight. Steal by Kristen Hoffman. We got a 2-on-1.
They called that on the floor. I thought she was going up for the shot.
Yeah, she hadn't, though. Yeah. She hadn't yet gone up. I think Abby Morrissey needed to give just that little bit of jet there at the end to present the opportunity to pass for the layup. All right, so there's a debate as to
Yeah, Sarah doesn't like that call either.
No.
No.
From my
Hey,
observation,
yeah.
though,
I-
she hadn't gone
I
up.
agree with you, Mark.
Ball didn't get above the waist.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. As you and I have learned through experience,
Nothing's going to change the call at this point.
the referees are not going to change the call. All right, so we have Rachel Jamison in the game and Michelle Cameron in the game. Filling out the rest of the players on the floor is Rahima Struble, Leah Tacey, and Tara Greeley. Rachel Jamison with the ball up top, swings it over to Tara Greeley, looks to penetrate, can't find a way in. Unfortunately, Rachel anticipated high, Tara anticipated baseline, which was open. But, you know.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's basketball. There's nothing perfect about the game. All right, North Attleboro looking to penetrate, can't get inside. Goes baseline. I don't know how she managed to get down there. Fouled by Leah Tacey.
That's her first.
Yeah.
Leah's first.
And unfortunately, she was the one helping out on the weak side. And the player had already gotten by somebody who was down on the baseline here.
Rachel was out on the baseline.
Yeah, somebody didn't take away the baseline. So number 21, I guess it's Lauren Sexton at the line, shooting 2 for North Attleboro. Hard off the back of the rim. And she gets a second shot. Foxborough leading this contest 9-5.
We got 7 seconds left here in the first quarter.
7.3 seconds, in fact, in the first quarter. Just enough time to get the ball up the floor. Let's see if we recognize that. Long pass. That was never going to get there. And fortunately, North Attleboro is not able to turn that around and get a shot opportunity. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Foxborough 9, North Attleboro 5. I like the game that Foxborough has brought tonight.
Yeah.
You know, they have some poise, playing well on defense. I don't think they've solved the offensive problem yet. They're going to have to figure out a way to manage the ball into the lane. We need to take advantage of it.
Now Sammy Bennett and Tara is here, and I want you to just cut off of her. So we get a little bit of movement, and then turn and face and
Free
look,
throws,
and
3 for 4 from the line.
in the half court set.
They hit,
half court set.
they hit 3 baskets.
Stack.
So for a total of 9 points, and Leah Tacey leads the scorers with 4 points.
We go to the 3-man, right?
Yeah, they were all inside shots. They're all layups. The shots. We've taken a few outside shots, including a few three-pointers, or a couple of three-pointers anyhow.
Yep.
Just not hit anything on that front yet.
On the other end, Mark, they've limited North Attleboro to 2 field goals, a 3 and a 2.
Yeah.
So that's.
Oh no, that's good stuff, and
Yeah.
they've basically turned them out of the lane, making them play an outside game, and it doesn't look like they're prepared to do that.
No.
So, good scouting on behalf of Foxborough to know that about them, and a good defensive design. So it's North Attleboro ball to start this second quarter. They get the ball in. Foxborough sets its man defense. Oh, near steal at the top there.
I think Abby got a piece of that.
Yep, I think just enough to direct that ball away. What happened though is on the near steal. It's going to be a foul on Leah Tacey with the body. She moved over a little bit late. What happened on that attempted steal, as soon as Kristen Huffman went flying by, the North Attleboro player realized now they've got a number advantage, and that was smart basketball.
Yeah.
They looked to turn the ball inside, and they were able to, but they weren't able to make the hoop. So number 31 for North Attleboro is Katie Knoll. She's at the line. She misses her first of 2. Now with the second. That one's good. Ball over to Foxborough. North Attleboro zone pressure. Foxborough looking to turn it up the floor, and they do. Nice pass inside to Leah Tacey. Was a little late to turn to the hoop, and by the time she turned, she got collapsed on. I think had she just immediately turned, she would have been okay. But right idea. I'm not sure what they called there. That better not be a shooting
It
foul.
may be Sam after the shot.
I know, there's no question that Sam boxed her hard and pushed her out. And they called it on the floor. They did not call that in the act of shooting. The shot was already gone. A little aggressive setting the box. Ball in for North Attleboro. They get a new shot clock. 3-point shot from up top by North Attleboro. Making the score 9-8. Kristen Hoffman looking to break the pressure here. Foxborough gets it across. Ball to Tara Greeley at the top. Nice head and ball fake there. Drives the lane. And I think the North Attleboro player got the worst of that.
Yeah.
She
Charlie horse maybe.
Yeah, she stepped in late and it looked to me like she caught a knee hard on her thigh. Of course, the coach takes the opportunity to complain about the call when he comes on the floor with a player. But it looked to me like she stepped in pretty late. Tara went down to the ground too, but certainly the North Attleboro player got the worst of that.
Yeah.
But she's up. Okay, Tara Greeley to the line, shooting 2. Our score is 9-9.
Yes.
Where they have the scoreboard, it's really difficult to see the score, so I cheat and look at the monitor, but the monitor's one off, so. All right, Tara Greeley for 2 shots. And the first is good. Giving Foxborough a 1-point edge, 10-9. And the second rattles out. Boy, that was mostly in. I don't know how that didn't fall down. North Attleboro with the loose ball. Foxborough being very aggressive to come out and challenge all of those passes. Kristen Hoffman got a little piece of that. Knocked it out of bounds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Still North Attleboro ball. Again, Foxborough extending its defense to challenge. Nice job by Tara Greeley to take away that baseline move. Yeah, ahead.
5-second call. What do you get?
No,
timeout.
They were just about to call the 5 seconds, and he called. The coach anticipated and called timeout. 8 seconds on the shot clock. It'll still be North Attleboro ball. Tara Greeley did a nice job of tying that girl up. Not able to see anybody to throw the ball to. And ultimately, she did find a player.
Yeah.
Just as the coach was calling for the timeout.
Foxborough's got a team on the floor right now. I'd like to see them run, Mark. I'd like to see a little turnover and push this ball up the court and again, change the tempo. They did that a little bit in the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter. I'd like to see them pick it up right here.
Yep.
Off a good, strong defensive effort.
I think they could. They've got a good deep bench. They can go 12 deep. I like it when they run.
Yeah.
Move players in and out and just push them up the floor. Because we're not really built for a set offense. 5-second call on the inbounds. Good defensive play by the Foxborough Lady Warriors, and something's going on with the referee and Coach Bain. Not sure what that was about, but Foxborough ball. North Attleboro with zone
2-2-1.
Trapping.
And that's where you break it in the middle.
Oh, he had it too.
Had it.
Yep, can't anticipate. You can't delay on those. You got to see it and throw it. But we're up and through. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, I don't know how he got that.
No.
She didn't even run into anybody.
Right after the ball.
Yep, straight through.
Good aggressive play.
Yeah, straight through 2 players. Ended up on the floor, going for the ball. But you know, that happens. That's what that zone pressure does. Ooh. That wasn't a backcourt violation. When she caught her foot was right on the line. Toes over. So she was okay. Oh, nice defensive move there by Leah Tacey to defend that shot but not get the foul. Carrick really gets some.
I don't think she expected to get challenged that far out.
No. No call on that drive. A couple of nice drives to the hoop there. I guess they were both anticipating fouls, but didn't get the contact to do that.
Sam, a good steal.
Sam Briggs with a nice interception of that pass. Foxborough pushes the ball up the floor. Jump shot by Kristen Hoffman from the left side, not good. That's going to be a backcourt. Sam Briggs got caught down in that corner there. So Rahima Struble and Kayleen Wall seeing her first action tonight come into the game for Leah Tacey and Sam Briggs, and Rachel Jameson comes in for Kristen Hoffman.
New game from Attleboro, number 25, Amanda Beaupre, number 34, Tony Zagami.
All right, North Attleboro gets the ball in play. Foxborough staying with its extended man-to-man defense. They've done well with that thus far. Coach Bain using some of her bench. Keep the legs fresh. Looked like Kayleen Wall got caught a little out of position there, ended up having to foul North Attleboro's.
I think that was on
Lauren
Rahima.
Sexton. Oh, it was Rahima? Okay.
Oh, no, yeah, it was Kayleen. You're right.
We'll get another look at that. Oh, yeah, it was Rahima that came over.
Number 21 for the Rocketeers.
And the first is good by Lauren Sexton of North Attleboro. Michelle Cameron and Jessica Heinricher are checking into the game for Foxborough. 5:09 to play in the second quarter.
Timeout Foxborough.
Timeout Foxborough. Score tied 10-10.
Timeout taken by the Warriors.
Jesse is here.
Well, the offensive side of Foxborough's play has dropped off a little bit here in this beginning of this second quarter. Not quite getting as clean to the hoop. Obviously, as we talked about before, this is a game of adjustments. North Attleboro saw that we were going to try to exploit inside by driving to the hoop, and I'm sure the coach for North Attleboro, John Delbonis, pulled the kids aside during one of those earlier timeouts and said, "Okay, you need to slide and take away these drives," and they've done that. The last couple they've challenged very well, disrupted our play without fouling us. So now we have to make adjustments. And I think one of the things that we need is we need to make a couple of outside shots.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been limited to one free throw here in the second quarter.
Yeah,
one for two.
Well, we haven't demonstrated the ability to hit from the outside at all tonight. So now North Attleboro can pack it inside, take away those drives, and challenge us to make the outside shot. And so long as we make a few of them, we'll draw them back out, and that'll open up those lanes to drive. All right, Lauren Sexton with her second foul shot, also good. North Attleboro takes the lead, 11-10. Pass stolen by North Attleboro. Rachel Jameson picks up the loose ball, drives up the floor. Jess Heinricher picks up the offensive rebound.
Oh, unlucky.
Not able. She wasn't in a very good position to do much with that. Michelle Cameron goes down.
Kept that dribble alive. Oh, she got fouled.
Yep. Michelle Cameron did an excellent job there hustling that ball. She knew she was going to fall because of the angle she had to take to turn, and she kept dribbling it to save it. Here we go. She got tripped up. She kept the dribble, got the pass away, and then Rachel gets pushed out of bounds by number 21, Lauren Sexton, and they call the foul, and it's Foxborough ball.
You saw five Foxborough players go to the basket when Rachel missed that layup on the fast break.
Yep, like to see that. Here we get a good push. We got a 2-on-1 advantage if we use it. Oh no, we needed to dump that to the weak side to Rahima Struble. There, she was open. Jess Heinricher with the little jumper from the wing, short.
That's a good idea though.
Loose ball. Oh, that was a very good shot. Loose ball over to Kristen Hoffman. Takes the three-pointer, in and out. Rahima Struble misses the rebound, and the loose ball is picked up by Nicole Meyer of North Attleboro. North Attleboro looks to push the ball off the floor. Rahima Struble did a nice job of cutting that passing lane off and stealing it. Another three-point effort by Kristen Hoffman. That one's good. Like I said, we just need a couple of those to draw them back outside, then we can take them inside and out. 3:52 to play in the second quarter. North Attleboro with a jumper off the rim. Rebound to Kayleen Wall.
Did a great job of boxing out after that.
Yep.
Her man took that shot.
3-point effort by Michelle Cameron. Hard off the back of the rim. Kayleen Wall looks to drive, gets shut off. Jumper by Kristen Hoffman is just off. Rahima Struble had nice position inside and got fouled on the rebounding effort. Let's take a look at that last basket.
Puts him in the 1-on-1.
Kristen Hoffman from the top, nothing but nets. So that's North Attleboro's 7th foul. We're in the 1-and-1. Foxborough has a lead 13-11, and Rahima Struble goes to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-on-1 here. That's hard off the right side. Kayleen Wall couldn't come up with a loose ball. North Attleboro saves it and looking to push the ball up the floor. It looked to have a fast break opportunity. Foxborough hustled and shut that off. Foxborough stays in their man-to-man, looking to extend. Not a good switch there. They're a little slow cutting off that drive to the lane. A runner up the middle that didn't look like it had much chance because it was well defended, and the rebound goes over to Foxborough. Michelle Cameron with the ball up top. Gets the ball to the right side to Kristen Hoffman, back up top. Back over to Kristen Hoffman. Right there. There's a 3-point effort by Michelle Cameron. That was good. You can see nice rhythm on the catch and shoot on that. So now North Attleboro looks to answer with their own 3-pointer, and that's good. Number 31, Katie Knoll, saw the opportunity. That was one of the rare times when we did not challenge the shot, and they made the shot.
And that's her second 3.
Yep. A little bit of a travel there. All right, on the floor we have Kayleen Wall, Rahima Struble, Michelle Cameron, Tara Greeley, and Kristen Hoffman. North Attleboro walking the ball up the floor. Foxborough leading 16-14. A little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Foxborough doing a nice job turning them out of the lane. That was a nice job there, shutting off that baseline. Foxborough needs to box better in there. We're not seeing players box. They're not in bad position. They're just not boxing well.
Good hustle.
Kristen Hoffman going hard to the floor, making the save there. We're trying to make the save. Ball stays with North Attleboro. Just tipped that ball out. And there they get the ball in play. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kind of fling that one up there. What did they call here? Oh, they call it tipped off of Foxborough.
Off of Rahima.
Yeah, it did look to me like she touched it. We didn't want it to be that way.
You got to grab that ball.
Yeah, we didn't want it to be that way. Yeah, she was reaching with the one hand. You got to get 2 hands up there. 10 to shoot for North Attleboro. Foxborough turning them out. Managed to get the ball to the low post there.
Pick and roll move there.
Yep. Well, without that, they're not getting any penetration to the lane. Foxborough breaks the pressure and gets the ball across. Kristen Hoffman with the ball up top. 15 on the shot clock now. Looking to swing the ball over Michelle Cameron. Short shot from the wing, a little short. Foxborough crashing the boards, but North Attleboro comes up with the rebound. You can see North Attleboro trying to get their shots off a little quicker before the defense can react to their position.
Tara did a nice job on the weak side with that rebound.
Yeah.
Three North Attleboro players on that side were attacking the weak side.
Yep, and she just out-hustled.
Yep.
Michelle Cameron looks to drive. No call. She looked like she split the 2 players. Not a lot of body contact. And North Attleboro's Katie Knoll takes another 3-point effort. That's a little long. Loose ball over to North Attleboro.
North Attleboro is getting far too many too many opportunities, Mark.
Yeah.
You said it. We've got to do a better job of rebounding. And Sarah's telling him right now from the sideline.
Yeah.
You gotta get a butt in the gut.
We're not in bad position.
No.
We're just not doing
Pushing them away
anything
from the basket.
to box and take another look at that. You can see there Tara's got good position, but didn't really box her player out to move her out of there and create space. And Sam Briggs was more standing up and just kind of walking in from the opposite side. And North Attleboro player just hustled in between. All right, North Attleboro ball deep in the corner. Try to get into the low post. Sam Briggs tips it out. 29.7 seconds to play in the second quarter. Foxborough leading 16-14. Nice job by Leah Tacey coming over, finally taking away. Two other players, Foxborough players, kind of let the player get to that baseline. But Leah slid right down and shut her off. Had good position, so there was no call on the contact. North Attleboro keeps the ball. Nicole Maddie, nice drive to the left side of the lane. Little stop and pop, ball goes. Score's tied at 16. 11 seconds, 10 seconds to play in this first half. The North Attleboro coach hits the floor. Not sure what that was about. But I think Kristen Hoffman stepped out of bounds on that far side. And ball over North Attleboro with 8 seconds to play.
Leah's got to be careful here. She's the only one with 2 fouls.
Fortunately, Leah Tacey came rushing out wide on that side there, but it left the low block on the right side empty. And nobody slid over. And I guess the North Attleboro player thought that she was going to have body contact, anticipating it, and she went long with the layup, and she missed. So at halftime, the score is North Attleboro 16, Foxborough 16. What do we look like on scoring? You got any numbers for me?
I do. Pretty balanced scoring thus far, Mark. We've got Leah Tacey with 4, Hoffman, and Hoffman's got 3, Cameron's got 3, Greeley, Morrissey, and Briggs all with 2, for a total of 16 points. And Noel leads North Attleboro with 7 points, Maddie with 4, Meyer with 3, and Sexton with 2. For a total of 16 as well.
Pretty good effort on behalf of Foxborough thus far, particularly defensively. Offensively, hopefully they'll figure out, make some adjustments. Hit a couple of those outside shots, opens up the inside, spread the floor, you can get inside again like we did early in the game. And, well, that's it for the first half, and we'll come back for a second half action in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Foxborough High School gym for second half action. It's the Foxborough Lady Warriors versus the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. We're just set to begin second half action. The score is tied 16-16, a very low scoring affair. And it's Foxborough's ball to start the half. Inbounds went to Kristen Hoffman, over to Abby Morrissey, and back up top to Tara Greeley. Foxborough showing good patience here, looking to swing the ball inside, not able to get it in there. Looked like a miscommunication. Leah Tacey was at the low block and then moved out, and she and the ball didn't meet. So off the turnover, North Attleboro gets the ball.
That's one way of putting it.
I guess.
The ball didn't meet.
Well, you know, they were both at that spot, but at different times. All right, kick ball, reset on the shot clock for North Attleboro. And they've got the ball under their own basket.
Good solid defensive effort in the first half, Mark, from Foxborough. We need to get in rhythm here.
Nice block there by
offense.
Leah Tacey. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was a
okay.
nice block. Foot all ball.
Right here, push the ball up, Amy.
Tara Greeley looking to drive and take that pop. Misses. Loose ball's picked up by Abby Morrissey. Back up top to Kristen Hoffman. She's looking to drive there. Boy, some hand checks in her lower back. I'm a little surprised that didn't get whistled. She looks like, you know, she had her at no better than off her shoulder, so you expect her to drive the hoop, and she's got good instincts to do that. Girl just kept shoving her off of that. In any event, ball goes over North Attleboro. They look get the ball inside. Nicole Maddie takes a short jumper from the right side. 2 for North Attleboro, and that's precisely why Foxborough needs to turn them out of the lane. North Attleboro can hit the occasional three-point shot, but they're going to live off of that really short jumper. Sam Briggs with nice position inside.
Good feed by Abby.
2 points by her. Nice pass inside by Abby. And back and forth we go. Again, North Attleboro looking to penetrate. Not able to get inside. Short jumper left side, but just outside of range. Rebound over to Foxborough. Kristen Hoffman made a nice drive there. Looked like she looked up a little late. Yeah, and didn't realize she was that far under the basket. She had big strides going there. Saves the loose ball. Foxborough looking again to push the ball up the floor. I think clearly Coach had a little conversation with them about pushing the ball up the floor occasionally. I think we have an athletic advantage. Kristen Hoffman takes a three-pointer, but it doesn't catch anything. Perhaps just a little hurried. So running back and forth and up and down the floor. Rachel Jamison checks in for Tara Greeley. So setting the floor, we have Kristen Hoffman, Rachel Jamison, Abby Morrissey, who's now subbed out for Olivia Roma, and Sam Briggs and Leah Tacey. Ball out of bounds. Off of Brittany Stopa's head on the bench. That was no fun. Olivia Roma gets the ball in bounds to Kristen Hoffman. Sam Briggs with the jumper on the wide right side. That doesn't go. North Attleboro looks to push the ball up the floor. Tipped out of bounds by Foxborough. And North Attleboro ball under the wrong basket. Foxborough in a 2-3 defense on the inbounds, and then they switch right back out to man. Sam Briggs with the steal. Foxborough looking to push the ball up the floor. They had numbers for a second, but then North Attleboro hustled back. Jumper right side by Rachel Jamison misses. Leah Tacey with a little putback that doesn't go. Tipped out of bounds by North Attleboro. It remains Foxborough's ball.
Rachel Jamison made a nice move to the basket there, and,
yes.
and Leah under looking for the rebound. Just a little bit unlucky. I mean,
yes.
that should have dropped for Leah.
Yeah, those were both, actually, they were both good shots and both had good opportunity to go in. Leah's just had that unfortunate bounce to it. Nice play inside. Leah short armed that a little bit, anticipating the contact. She didn't get the call on the foul. North Attleboro looks to get the ball under. They do.
Sam may get away with a little body there.
Yeah.
You can't see the replay.
I think she got away with it
yeah.
simply because it was after the shot on a box. Oh, Leah Tacey had that low block sealed really nicely. Olivia Roma drives baseline, nowhere to go. Get caught under the basket. And North Attleboro will come away with the loose ball, able to come away with the loose ball. Tipped out by Rachel Jamison, who hustled to intercept the pass, and Sam Briggs had set a nice defensive position there. And the North Attleboro player bounced off of her.
Mass substitution. We've got four replacements for Foxborough.
So we've got Abby Morrissey, Rachel Jamison, Rahima Struble, Jess Heinricher, and Kayleen Wall on the floor. North Attleboro looking to penetrate once again. I don't know how that wasn't called as a kick.
Yeah.
It was very clearly kicked. But Foxborough comes out with loose ball. Abby Morrissey drives.
Nice strong move.
Hits, and gets one more off the foul. It was a nice play by her. Okay. Makes the score 20-18.
Team first.
Abby Marcy to the line to shoot one for the old-fashioned three-pointer. And that's good. 4.5 minutes of play in the third quarter. North Attleboro with the ball. Foxborough with some zone pressure. Oh, Kayleen Wall just a little late getting in on that planned interception. North Attleboro comes down the floor with numbers. And Nicole Maddie's able to hit the short jumper. She's just not going to miss most of those. So North Attleboro takes the errant pass away. Now looking to have it run a set play. Get the ball inside for a moment and then it's kicked back out. Foxborough extending its defense once again. A little unlucky there.
Yeah.
Not much of a foul, but the player went to the floor. I guess she also got tripped. So Rachel Jamison, and that's Foxborough's first foul of the quarter and half. North Attleboro with the ball up top, swinging it wide left. Foxborough turns them away again. That's good defense. Oh, Rahima. Yeah, so Rahima was really, I don't know why she left her.
Yeah.
She left her, she got wide open, got the ball inside, and then on recovering, fouled her. So Sam Briggs checks in for Kayleen Wall. And Foxborough sets its defense. Nicole Maddie looking to drive, and it goes. Able to just get the turn off of Jess Heinricher there. Foxborough pushes the ball up the floor. Unfortunately, Jess Heinricher didn't see Abby Morrissey was wide open on the far side. Play a little bit sloppy on behalf of Foxborough right now. A few turnovers in a row, and our little bit of a lead is gone, and North Attleboro has a lead, 22-21. North Attleboro gets the ball inside. Again, they weren't able to get the ball in there before, and now they're getting the ball inside pretty regularly. I can't tell if it's merely that they're sealing better in those positions, or we've extended our defense so high that we're now vulnerable there. First shot opportunity is a little long. It's number 33, Grace Sandlin, who's in for North Attleboro. Tara Greeley checks back in. Kristen Hoffman checks back in. Jess Heinricher and Rachel Jamison go out. Second shot from Miss Sandlin. And I don't know if she called
Use
that
the
off.
back.
I don't think she called that. Does that still count?
Apparently
it does. What I'm seeing here is that we're waiting for the passes to arrive, and they're anticipating and jumping the passing lanes and getting tips on everything or steals on everything. We need to be more aggressive to catch the ball. North Attleboro's got the ball up high, three-point effort off the left side. Tara Greeley comes up with the loose ball, pushes the ball up to Abby Morrissey. Back over to Tara Greeley, swinging over to Kristen Huffman. Drives baseline, little runner.
Unlucky again.
Unlucky there. It was a nice move, nice shot. North Attleboro looks to push the ball up the floor again.
Good position.
Yep, they got
good
that
position,
low post.
And a very good pass.
Yep, and Rahima Struble was a little late coming over to that. And when you're moving, well, they're trying to take that baseline. That's a foul every time. Let's take another look at that. What a nice pass. Yep, she came over, body and arms. Nicole Maddie with the first is off.
Nicole Maddie leads North Attleboro with 10 points at this point.
She's a very active player offensively and defensively, not afraid to drive against anybody, and she draws a lot of fouls as a result of it. Second shot is good, giving North Attleboro a 2-point lead. It's their largest lead of the night. Abby Morrissey steps out of bounds off the pass. Not good court awareness there.
Timeout taken by Foxborough.
And Coach Bain has seen enough of that and calls a timeout with 2:45 to play here in the third quarter. North Attleboro leading 24 to 21. Well, it's a game of adjustments. North Attleboro made some very good adjustments, both offensively and defensively. They've been able to get the ball inside when earlier they couldn't. And they don't have to take those outside shots. I don't think they've taken more than a 5-foot jumper yet this quarter. So they've gotten the shots they want. They're focusing on Nicole Matty with that little jumper, and she's very consistent in making those. And Foxborough's not reacting well on the defensive side. They're leaving players, letting them get the ball open, and then when we overreact to cover that, we leave somebody else, and North Attleboro's being very aware of giving the ball up to the open player. Offensively, Foxborough doesn't look to be in a rhythm. North Attleboro has extended their defense and kind of taken some of that away, and the shots off of the drives we are getting aren't going. And that's more of a luck thing than anything else, but they're just not going right now. So they find themselves down 3. Well, here we are coming out of the timeout. North Attleboro showing full court pressure. Again, we're going to see that every
man-to-man, yeah.
We're going to see that every single game. And Foxborough able to get the ball in. Kristen Hoffman brings the ball up for a one-man challenge. So Foxborough looks to set an offense here. Let's see what coach called off of that timeout. That was actually
good idea.
A nice idea. Pick and roll. Unfortunately, Sam did not roll far enough to the lane. That ended up being a shorter pass. There needed to be some space there. North Attleboro with the three-point effort, short. Loose ball to Abby Morrissey. She looks to bring the ball up the floor. Up to Tara Greeley. Looks to finish. Contact in there. Fairly, it could have been called a foul.
We can't buy a basket, Mark.
No, she ended up getting clean to the hoop. Or fairly clean to the hoop.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much contact as it looked like from our angle. Anyhow, Rahima Struble on the putback certainly gets fouled, and she goes to the line for 2. First one's good.
Checking in for the Red Rocketeers, number 33, Grace Sandman.
You didn't see who that foul was on, did you, Mark?
I did not.
It wasn't on Maddie.
Did not see.
Okay.
And they're not putting it up on the scoreboard.
No,
I don't know if that
no.
function's not working or what. Second one's good. And Leah Tacey comes in for Rahima Struble.
Checking in for the Warriors, number 30, Leah Tacey.
And North Attleboro ball. Score is North Attleboro 24, Foxborough 23. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice.
Foxborough, did a nice job turning away that drive there. Kristen Huffman comes up with the steal. Under normal circumstances, she's going to make that layup. And
she got that tap from behind, and she didn't get. There was no foul call.
Well, part of it is she's getting too close to the basket before she's elevating. If you look at that, she just gets too far under the basket.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for her to go. Had she gone earlier, she might have gotten the foul, but I think she would have also made the shot. That's kind of a rhythm thing, I suspect. Anyhow, ball over to North Attleboro. Foxborough doing a nice job turning them out. Foxborough has moved to a 2-3 zone. Nice anticipation there. Tara Greeley goes hard to the hoop and score it. That's 2. Foxborough retakes the lead 25-24 with a minute 15 to go in the third quarter. North Attleboro with the ball. Again, adjustments. Foxborough moves to the zone, and they're playing it well.
Yeah.
Take another look at that steal and the fast break basket for Tara Greeley. She got fortunate.
Yeah.
She ended up going a little weak in the lane, but it was a nice shot. She likes that running one-hander anyhow. She's very comfortable with that.
She sure does.
Yeah. So a timeout by North Attleboro. They built I guess about a 3 or 4 point lead. And
Foxboro's on a 4-point run here, right?
yep, going from a 3-point lead to
Stay in
now
that
1
2-3,
point
but it's
lead.
active. It's active.
Simply
On
because
offense.
Foxborough changed up the defense, took away those inside drives.
Down. Okay, that means Sam's
We
going to
anticipated well and jumped those passing lanes
Abby's
and got a
catching
couple
over
of
here.
steals. So
Abby's catching over here. Look, you can make
hopefully we can keep that advantage, and if they can turn them out and make North Attleboro take that outside shot,
Sam, after
I
you
think
screen, you pop back
things
up.
will go well for Foxborough.
Good defense again, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
But here we go. Sam Briggs, Leah Tacey, Kristen Hoffman, Tara Greeley, and Abby Morrissey on the floor. North Attleboro with the ball in. We're in a 2-3, but it's extended. Ball hit the floor. Kristen Hoffman played very good defense, and in North Attleboro players' haste to try to get the ball back, she pushed Kristen Hoffman away, and North Attleboro foul.
Actually, I think, wasn't that Abby?
Oh, was it Abby?
I think it was Abby Morrissey, yeah.
It could have been.
Over on that sideline, yep.
Foxborough comes up with the ball, pushes it up the floor. Obviously the set play, nothing happening there. So they kind of reset. Tara Greeley with the ball up top. Looking for the shot. Kind of a lazy little pass over the top. Ball to Tara Greeley inside, just stops, takes the pop, doesn't go. And on the missed shot, the ball goes out of bounds. And over to North Attleboro. 33.7 seconds to play in the third quarter. Foxborough continues to challenge the ball out wide. Nice.
Good double.
No.
Oh,
boy, that was.
Sam had good position.
Yeah, I don't think I would agree with that call there. It was a nice helping defense by Sam Briggs there. She rotated over. She was in position, standing tall, arms straight up. Really didn't move.
Number 21, Lauren Sexton.
Sam picks up her third.
So, first one by Lauren Sexton is good. Let's take another look at that. No, see, I thought she was in position and she was set. I don't know if her arms came down a little bit. And usually if that happens, the referee's going to start to call it, even if it's otherwise a good play. Second foul shot's off the rim. Rebound to Foxborough, and they look to push it up the floor. Kristen Hoffman looking to try, can't find a hole. Sam Briggs up top.
10 on the clock.
Drives hard to the hoop, doesn't go.
No foul, Sam.
Loose ball. Yep. As the players are diving for it, the quarter ends. And here we are. Same place we started in the beginning of the game, tied. 25-25.
Each team with 9 points in that third quarter.
So in the game of adjustments, both teams made their adjustments, got the advantage of having done that. And in the wash of it all, they ended up tied. So the last 8 minutes will be the telling 8 minutes. We'll see what sort of adjustments the coaches make heading into this corner.
Nicole Maddie just checked back into the game at the scorer's table. So
well, we know that that's their
three-minute
offense.
break there at the end of the quarter. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I suspect we'll see her on the floor for probably all of the last 8 minutes.
Weak side, which is Tara, pops up in that wing and covers her. Doing a good job.
Here we go. All the players back up to the floor. All right, so for Foxborough, we've got Leah Tacey, Sam Briggs, Kristen Hoffman, Tara Greeley, and Abby Morrissey. And it'll be Foxborough ball to start the fourth quarter. Team foul situation is Foxborough's got 6 team fouls, so one more in the North Attleboro is shooting. And North Attleboro's got 3 team fouls, so they've got a few to give. Oh, that was it was a well-constructed play. But as with the earlier opportunity on the pick and roll, Sam didn't roll far enough to get open.
Sam picked up a 4th foul.
That's her 4th foul.
That's not good.
7th team foul.
Strobel.
So Rahima Strubl's going to check in for Sam Briggs. And Nicole Maddie at the line to shoot the front end of a 1-on-1. That's good. And for the second. Also good, giving North Attleboro a 2-point lead. Foxborough ball. North Attleboro with the pressure. Foxborough able to break the pressure pretty easily. Kristen Hoffman goes hard to the hoop. Rebound to Nicole Maddie of North Attleboro, who looks to push the ball up the floor. Pass out right, back inside. She drives the lane. And a foul on the floor. Called on Tara Greeley.
Number 14, Tara Greeley, her second.
Looked like Tara was in pretty good position.
Yeah, it did.
The call could have gone either way. It could have either been an offensive or a blocking foul, and they obviously saw it as a blocking foul. Well, I'm a little surprised that they call that as a shooting foul, though.
Well, I think it's 1-on-1, right? We got.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My apologies. So Nicole Maddie makes good on the front end of the 1-on-1.
Foxborough not even being close to being in the penalty right now.
No.
North Attleboro with only 3 team fouls.
Second is good, giving North Attleboro a 4-point lead. Abby Morrissey stepped out of bounds on the sideline once again. Several of those plays, unfortunately. North Attleboro gets the ball in, challenged up top. Foxborough.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Offensive foul, throwing those elbows to try to create space. You can get away with that a little bit, but when you do it with the intention to hit, which that appeared to be, you're going to get that called. So Abby Morrissey to the bench, Michelle Cameron in the game. Foxborough ball off the foul. That's North Attleboro's 4th team foul. And it's 29-25 with 7:21 to play in the game. Ball into Tara Greeley over to Kristen Hoffman. 2-point effort from wide from the left side. Off the backboard and picked up by Foxborough. Nice pick and roll there. And a little jump shot by Leah Tacey. Cutting the advantage to 2 points. North Attleboro looking to push the ball. Foxborough extending its defense, looking to turn the ball away. 3-point effort on the left side, no good. Loose ball rebound goes to Michelle Cameron. She loses the handle. It's getting a little insane there. The ball and bodies were flying everywhere, but Foxborough comes up with the ball. Kristen Hoffman the ball up top. Ball over to Tara Greeley that takes a 3-point shot. Just misses that. Rebound to North Attleboro. And they now look to push the ball up the floor.
Steal by Greeley.
Well, almost a steal by Greeley. And then on the loose ball, Tacey fouls the North Attleboro player. We have Rachel Jamison and Kayleen Wall checking into the game.
That's Leah's 3rd foul. Kristen Hoffman comes out of the game, and she's been struggling to find her shot mark. She hit 3 in the first half, but
yeah, she just doesn't look comfortable, like she's squared up and got her regular rhythm going. Okay, that's a 9th team foul on Foxborough. And Katie Knoll for North Attleboro is at the line shooting the front end of a 1-on-1. That goes. Giving North Attleboro a 3-point lead.
North Attleboro 5 for 5 from the line here in the 4th quarter. All 5 of their points in the 4th quarter have come from the line.
And the second of the 2 shots goes. Tara Greeley goes out, and Abby Morrissey comes in. Attleboro gets the ball in. Looks to break the pressure to half court and across. Michelle Cameron gets
She did
bounced.
Yep, she made the basket.
The shot goes, and I don't know how we don't get the call there for a +1.
It certainly was contact,
Yeah, no kidding.
whether she was moving or not.
North Attleboro looks to drive. That basket should not count. It looked like Abby Morrissey had, before that shot, Abby Morrissey brought her arm down and hacked the girl pretty good. And North Attleboro's 21, Lauren Sexton, goes to the line shooting 2.
A double bonus mark.
It is now, yes. And the first is good. She was going to get 2 shots. I know she was fouled in the act of shooting, but yes, they are in the double bonus now. So the first is good. And the second is good.
Now they're hitting the foul shots when it counts. It's 8 for 8.
Yeah.
On the line.
And North Attleboro back to their 4-point lead. Foxborough ball looking to break the pressure here. Once again, that same problem was we're waiting for the passes to arrive instead of stepping to the ball, and North Attleboro was doing a nice job of stepping into the passing lane. Fortunately there, they were just able to tip the ball out. And Foxborough retains possession. Kristen Huffman looks to bring the ball up the floor. Challenged by Steph Burns of North Attleboro, who's playing very aggressive defense. Michelle Cameron being challenged up top there. Abby Morrissey looks to drive left, nothing there. Gets the ball back to Michelle Cameron. Down to 3 seconds to shoot. Kayleen Wall looks to take the ball to the hoop. Does. As the shot clock goes off, buzzer goes off, but the rebound goes over to North Attleboro. 3-point effort from the left side by Katie Knoll. That's good, giving North Attleboro a 7-point lead. And Coach Bain calls timeout with 4:59 to play in the 4th quarter. North Attleboro has now stretched the lead, the largest in the game, to 7 points. And it has come from, as you noted, it came from very good foul shooting. You know, we've been in a foul, not in a good position with fouls. They've been in a bonus and now double bonus. And they've hit a couple of timely shots, not the least of which that 3-pointer there. At 4 points, you know, it's just a flow back and forth. But now it's at 7. Foxborough's going to have to be very diligent in their effort to catch up here.
Looks like Sarah's talking about breaking the press here, which Foxborough struggled. They turned the ball over on the press. In North Attleboro, they have not let up. Defensively, full court pressure, back to man-to-man, and they are just dogging the Foxborough team.
Yeah, they're challenging everything, and they're relentless on the full court press, and we have not been smooth the whole evening breaking that. They never look comfortable. We've broken it successfully the majority of the time, but it's a bit of a struggle.
You'd like to see some fast break points.
Yeah, you know,
break the press and score some easy baskets. Make them back off.
Make them back off of it, exactly. No, and in large part, to me, it looks like when we do get the ball in and we get it pushed up the floor a little bit, we have a tendency to play it back, and that's exactly what they're inviting you to do.
Foxborough with their starting 5 back in the game for the final 5 minutes of this game, this 4th quarter.
Kristen Huffman with the ball up top over to Abby Morrissey. Looks to drive left. That's shut off. She's stuck in the corner there. Gets the ball to Leah Tacey. Nicole Meyer was giving Abby Morrissey fits over there with that ball.
Yeah.
And the ball comes loose to North Attleboro. They push the ball up the floor. Katie Knoll with the ball on the left-hand side. I think she was looking to take that 3-pointer again. Tara Greeley was able to tip that ball away.
There you go.
Kristen Hoffman came up with a loose ball. They pushed up the floor. Tara Greeley with a nice drive and a foul. And she'll go to the line shooting 2. And that is North Attleboro's 5th team foul. So Tara Greeley for the first of 2 foul shots. Hard off the back. And now to the line for her second.
Free throws at this point in the game are so important.
Oh, very important. Yeah.
You stop the clock.
Always good to score when the clock's not running, when you're behind and trying to catch up. Second one is good. Rachel Jamison will check in for Tara Greeley. And North Attleboro ball. Foxborough showing full court pressure here. Abby Marcy steps into the passing lane. Steals it. Moving the ball. Back up top. Back over to Rachel Jamison. Back over to Kristen Hoffman on the left side. Looks a drive baseline. Goes up. Nice. And finally, yes. That's what we're used to seeing off of that move from her. Long inbounds pass to North Attleboro.
Oh, another steal.
Steal by Kristen Hoffman. And that's good.
North Attleboro wants a timeout.
And just like that, it's a 2-point game.
I think we got it back to one. You're right. Back
2-point game.
Sorry, Mike.
North Attleboro leading 36-34 with 3:47 to play. It's good to see Foxborough have that success off of that pressure. They come out very enthusiastic. You can see here there's that last fast break by Kristen Hoffman off of the steal. And we have Sam Briggs, Leah Tacey, Kristen Hoffman, Rachel Jamison, and Abby Marcy on the floor for Foxborough.
As we mentioned earlier, Sam is playing with 4 fouls right now.
Right.
Just under 4 minutes left to go. Critical that she stays in the game down the stretch. Leah playing with 3 fouls. Abby Morrissey with 3 fouls, but nobody else in foul trouble. So
North Attleboro gets the ball in, breaks the press easily. North Attleboro with that short jumper in the lane that doesn't go. They've hit that the last 3 or 4 times they took it. Very athletic move by Katie Knoll to try to get the steal there. And when she came down touching the ball, she was out of bounds. So
Nicole Maddie pulled up, just a comment, Mark, that last time down the floor. Leah made her pull up.
Yes.
Made a stop. She did a nice job of stopping the ball.
She was about a half a step further out than she had been on all those other shots that she made so easily. So yes, you're right. The defensive effort is what caused that. Sometimes it's those subtle things. Tara Greeley looks a drive, runner in the lane off the glass. Yeah, I don't know how they break. And this ball game is tied 36-36 with 3:13 to play. North Attleboro with the ball down the floor quickly, but Foxborough had 3 players back on defense. A little unlucky that the ball gets tipped out. Here's that drive by Tara Greeley from that left side. Gets in, a little runner off the backboard, and good. North Attleboro gets the ball in, nearly stolen by Foxborough.
No foul, Sam.
Boy, it looked like a travel there. Yep. North Attleboro throws the ball away.
I think Kristen got her hand on the ball.
Oh, okay. There was some interaction over there. I wasn't sure if the coach was trying to call a timeout, if they were going to give it to him. North Attleboro keeps the ball, 14 to shoot. Wide right for Katie Knoll, off the
follows the shot.
Follows her shot.
Kristen Hoffman?
I believe so.
On the floor.
On the floor, but that's still 2 shots. Double bonus anyhow. All right, North Attleboro with 2 shots on the line. 2:53 to play in this game. Game tied at 36. The first is good. And now for the second. That's off deep.
Oh.
North Attleboro with the loose ball. Foxborough comes up with it. Sam Briggs comes away with it. Gets pushed to the ground. Foul called on North Attleboro. Will be Foxborough ball.
That was North Attleboro's first free throw miss. 9 for 10 here in the 4th quarter.
All right, Foxborough gets the ball in. Tara Greeley's got it. Nearly stolen. And then pushed to the ground. North Attleboro, number 23, Steph Burns. I'm not sure what she thought she was doing there. Maybe she got confused and thought this was Sunday and it was football. She had no effort, no chance to see the ball. She tried to go through Tara to get to the other side. That didn't work out so well. That is now the 7th team foul. So Foxborough will go to the line. So here's another look at that foul. Yeah, Tara had good position. Yeah, she just tackled her.
Wrapped her up.
Yeah, well, it's good tackle, though. I'm not sure what the confusion is here, but Tara goes to the line shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. North Attleboro leading 37-36, 2:44 to play.
Looks like Rachel Jameson's poised to come in here for Tara.
Yes. And that's good. Ties this game at 37. There we go. Tara Greeley with her second shot. And that's also good. Giving Foxborough a 1-point lead, 38-37, 2:44 to play. Tara Greeley goes out for a rest. Rachel Jameson comes in.
Full court trap press by Foxborough. Continue to put the pressure on.
North Attleboro able to break that pressure. Foxborough extends its defense though. Nicole Matty looks to get in the lane for that little jumper. Just flat out missed that one.
They're going to get Sam for number 5.
Yep.
I thought she had ball, but
well, there's just
time
enough,
you reach in like that.
just enough movement.
Foxborough's number 22, Sam Briggs, her 5th.
Well, they announced it was a 5th, and the referees weren't paying attention. But
hey, the NBA, you get 6, maybe just for a moment.
That's right. Well, they had that in the Big East for a while because they played such a tough ball there.
Yeah.
They announced that for all Big East games they would play 6 fouls. So Sam Briggs goes to the bench with 5 fouls, and Kayleen Wall come in and take her place. Tara Greeley is poised to come back into the game, but we're not sure why.
Well, 2 shots here. 2 shots.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine
So,
probably,
yeah, that's
probably for Rachel offensively.
Yes.
Put Rachel in to toughen up that defense. And
Yep. Yeah, she does get steals.
Yep.
And first is no good. So Rachel comes in. Tara Greeley comes in. Rachel Jameson goes out. And Lauren Sexton for the second of her free throws. Misses that one as well. Rebound to Kayleen Wall. Over to Tara Greeley, looking to push the ball up the floor. Foxborough 1-point lead.
Numbers.
Kristen Hoffman drives hoop. Doesn't make the basket. However, North Attleboro fouls her. Who fouled her? Was it number 21?
21.
Yeah, number 21. Number 21, Lauren Sexton. Little late getting down there. Didn't quite get set. Big hit. Rahima Struble comes in for Leah Tacey. And they're shooting 2 because she was in the act of shooting when the foul happened.
In the game for the Warriors, number 11, Rahima Struble.
And the first shot is good. Kristen Hoffman's an excellent free throw shooter. They had the fundraising shoot-a-thon where the girls met to shoot 100 foul shots, and Kristen made 89 of them. Not a bad showing. And the second is good. Foxborough now has a 3-point lead, 40-37. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in this game. North Attleboro look to drive the baseline. Rahima Struble had very nice position there. didn't really box out to get the ball because she would have made space and probably would have been clear on the break.
But you know, clearly they went to Lauren Sexton again.
Yeah, no question. Here's another look at that.
And Rahima, she held her position.
Yeah, she held her position and the ball.
And unfortunately, Lauren, too many times getting the ball on the low post tonight. We haven't held the position. She's been to the line 10 times.
Yeah.
So that time, not so much the way.
Yeah, that's right. Fortunately. All right, so Rahima Struble at the line shooting front end of a 1-and-1. Next foul will put us in the double bonus. And the first is not good. Rebound to North Attleboro. And they push the ball up the floor. Foxborough drops back in
ball
defense. There. Yeah, Nicole Maddie got a free look at that one. We let her in there much too easily that time. Swinging it wide to Katie Knoll. They're looking for that three-point effort. Tara Greeley looking to steal the ball. Almost got away with it. Swinging the ball over the right-hand side. Three-point effort. Long. Foxborough didn't really have anybody boxing. Rahima Struble came up with a loose ball out to Kristen Hoffman. Abby Marcy had a little bit of happy feet there and got called on the travel. Minute 35 to play. Foxborough holding a three-point lead.
North Attleboro really crashing the boards.
Yes.
With an opportunity like that, getting the ball out in the outlet, you want to take advantage of that.
North Attleboro looking to get that three-point opportunity. They're a little out of rhythm too. Nicole Maddie, that little jumper inside, disturbed that
Good
time.
rebound by Abby. Rahima a little shaken up.
Yeah, it looked like she banged her knee when she hit the ground. Kristen Huffman pushes the ball up the floor over to Abby Morrissey. Now just under 1 minute, 15 seconds on our shot clock. Foxborough purposely looking to use the clock, hopefully to work a position so they can get a decent shot. But now we have 5 seconds. Kayleen Wall looks to jump, and it's good from the right-hand side.
That is a big basket.
That is huge. 5-point lead now with 40 seconds played. Tara Greeley steals the ball, brings the ball up the floor. She's now going to use clock as much as she can. 34 seconds to go. She gets fouled. That puts Foxborough in the double bonus.
Mark, I think we got 42 up there on that clock. Yeah. You got the point.
There we go. Nice little ball and head fake. Ducked under. Nice, easy little jumper. Very timely basket. Tara Greeley with the first of her 2 shots. And it's good. Foxborough 43, North Attleboro 37. 34 seconds to play. Tara gets another free throw. Coach Bain shouting instructions to the girls, no fouls. So don't want to put anybody in the line with the clock stopped. Tara shoots a second, also good.
She's made her last 5 fouls.
That's a 7-point lead. The idea here is to make them use clock. No easy shots. Nicole Maddie from the foul line. That's good. Timeout North Attleboro. 25.7 seconds to play. And it's a 5-point lead. Obviously, very important to get the ball inbounds in the hands of one of our better foul shooters because you know North Attleboro is going to foul right away. The name of the game for them is don't allow the clock to go down. You know, foul, put them to the line, the hope that we miss, score, call a timeout, and repeat the same thing. That's got to be their game plan. And obviously Foxborough now looking to play a game of keep away. Yep. If they can just keep the ball hopping before they're able to get fouled, we can work the clock down maybe in increments of 5 or 6 seconds at a time before we get fouled. Sometimes 10 seconds if you get away with it. So I suspect that's what Coach Bain is trying to suggest to them now. North Attleboro's got their instructions. They're back on the floor. We've got Abby Morrissey, Kayleen Wall, Tara Greeley, Kristen Huffman, and Rahima Struble on the floor for Foxborough.
Kristen and Tara being your best free throw shooters, but Kayleen and Abby are both good free throw shooters as well.
Okay, Kristen able to escape the pressure. Took about 3 or 4 seconds off the clock, 21.9. And we've got arguably our best foul shooter at the line. Again, in the double bonus. The only ways North Attleboro's plan works is if we start missing foul shots, so it's very important to make them. First is good. Foxborough 44, North Attleboro 39. I'm sorry, Foxborough 45, North Attleboro 39. And the second is good. Makes it real hard for the other team to catch up when they're able to hit those shots. North Attleboro being challenged out deep. 3-point effort. Off the front end. Rebound to Kayleen Wall. She gets fouled by Nicole, it looked like by Nicole Maddie, and any one of 3 players there. The clock has now gone down to 11.4 seconds. And I think it's safe to say that we've got this closed out.
I agree.
Although I
7 points, 11 seconds.
I remember as a kid watching the Knicks play, and they scored about 9 points in 9 seconds, but not here, not so much. Kayleen Wall for the first of her 2 foul shots. That's good. 47-39, increasing the advantage to 8 points. And now setting up for the second. Also good.
Yeah.
Making the score 48-39, a 9-point lead.
I commented earlier on North Attleboro's free throw shooting. Foxborough 11 for 12 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's very timely and very good. I'm sure Coach will be pleased about that. And that's a wrap. Foxborough wins this contest against North Attleboro, 48-39. You know, it didn't look as positive coming down the stretch there. No. A couple minutes to play, we're actually behind by a few points, and Foxborough able to make the extra effort, step up defensively, and finally make some of those shots they needed to make offensively, and they come away with a win. Very good win. Betters Foxborough's record to 4-3 overall and 3-2 in the Hawk. And good to get a win at home. And very good to have that kind of an effort after the game on Wednesday against Franklin that we'd like to forget pretty quickly. So this was a very good effort. I suspect that the scoring was probably fairly balanced. What do you got for Foxborough?
We've got Foxborough leading scorer, 2 leading scorers, Kristen Hoffman and Tara Greeley, each with 11. And free throw shooting in the 4th quarter, both helped out that scoring. We had Leah Tacey with 6 points, Michelle Cameron with 5, Abby Morrissey with 5, Kayleen Wall with 4, Sam Briggs with 4, and Rahima Strobel with 2.
Excellent.
For a total of 48, and scoring for North Attleboro. Just mentioned that Nicole Maddie finished the game with 17 points and a total of 39 points for North Attleboro.
Yeah, usual very good effort by her. Yeah. She missed a couple of those little jumpers in the lane in the end of the game there that you would have otherwise expected her to make, but I don't know that made the difference in the day. But Foxborough coming away with a very nice win, 48-39.
23 points in the 4th quarter too, Mark. After
that's good.
25 points through 3 quarters, and they picked up 23 in the 4th quarter.
That's excellent. Well, the shots started to go. Very good effort, and Foxborough picks up a nice win at home. And that's all from Foxborough High School. This is Mark Stope along with Bob Blakely. We're pleased to bring you the Foxborough High School girls basketball game this Friday, January the 4th, 2008. And one more time, I'd like to thank the folks at Cable 8. Our director tonight was Mike Everson. Our producer is Doug Briggs. We had replay Ray McKenna taking care of the replay. Graphics was Frank McDowell. On cameras, we had Matt Shea, Amanda Wolf, Everett Tripp, and Scott Daniels. Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful effort bringing this broadcast to everybody tonight. Good night.
Good night, everyone.